Hi guys. This is a quick tutorial on how to get the Delta emulator on your iOS device. It supports iOS 16, iOS 17, and up. So first, you're gonna need Altstore. You need a computer to get Altstore on your iPhone. Um, I'll leave a link in the description or in the comments on how to get Altstore on your computer and then installing Altstore on your iPhone. It's very simple and easy once you get the hang of it. So once you have Altstore, it should look like this. When you hit on browse at the bottom, you should see Delta. It says free. Click on the free and it should start downloading. The first time you do this, it will ask you for your email and password because like, okay, let me start from the beginning. If you download Altstore on your iPhone for the first time, it will ask you for your email and your password, and then once you're on Altstore, you wanna download, for example, Delta. You click on free. It will ask you for your email and your password again. But once you do that, you should be able to download it, and it should pop up in your My Apps. Once you have the Delta emulator, you close out Altstore, and you should see it on your home screen. Click on it to open it up, and as you can see, it says no games. You can import games by pressing the plus button in the top right. So yeah, you to add games, you basically press the plus button here, files, locate wherever your games are. I cannot show you where to get games, but a simple Google search will do the trick, and you should be able to download them at your own risk. So it supports Game Boy, Game Delta emulator. That supports Game Boy, Game Boy Color, DS, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, and that's it. Yeah, and DS. So I want to add a Super Nintendo game. I'm gonna add Super Mario World. So tap on it, and as you can see, it downloaded the box art. If it didn't download your box art or it doesn't show nothing, you hold in it, you press and hold, change artwork, game database, and you search up the name of your game, Super Mario World. In my case, it's Super Mario World. And it's the SNES version. I just scroll down, and it's right there. So to play the game is simple. You just tap on it, and the game should start. You could play a vertical landscape. It's up to you. Like I said, it plays DS, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, N64, and that's it. You can see it works. Like I said, you do need a computer in order to get this. But if you don't have a computer, you simply get Eclipse, where I made a video about that. You could play Game Boy Advance there, Nintendo, Game Boy, and Game Boy Color. I tested out Super Nintendo on the Eclipse emulator, and I made a video about that. So if you haven't already watched it, go watch it on my channel. But I said in the video that I tried Super Nintendo. It does support Super Nintendo, but it lags. It lags and it has input delay, and I didn't like it, so I didn't end up playing Super Mario World. I didn't bother playing Super Mario World. on on the Eclipse emulator. But everything else works, like Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, Nintendo. All of those work. So yeah, this works. You could even save state. I'll show you. You click on the menu. You could save state here. You click on the plus sign and it will save state. You could fast forward. I click on fast forward and it will fast forward everything. You could do that. You could also play with this with the controller, with the Backbone 1 controller, PS5, PS4, Xbox, and that's all. So yeah, and you could also play multiplayer on Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and N64. You can play the 2-player, 3-player, 4-player. Yeah. These are the games. You can also add skins. Like you can add skins. Yeah, so you could add skins if you want to. You can also sync your game, save data, save states, and cheats between devices. So Delta Sync. So you sync it to your Google Drive, and then you download all your games, and then like for example, if I delete the app and then I reinstall it, like for example, I forgot to refresh on Altstore, it hit 0 days, and I had to delete the Delta app. If I download it back and I sync, I go to settings, sync, Google Drive, sign in. I would keep my game, and I don't have to worry about ever adding it again. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my video. Thank you for watching. Bye.